Hi guys, Travis with Next Gen Environmental here, and we just finished up our latest basement waterproofing project. This job had a lot of different issues going on. The client called in saying they always had water coming in the basement, typically around the perimeter, as well as over here by the man door leading out of the walkout basement. So when we first got here, we did our usual job. We started jackhammering the floor, and what we found was the foundation was actually sitting on the slab. Most foundations, you have a footing followed by the wall, and then the slab is poured up to that wall. This job is technically a monolithic slab, so meaning that the slab is a lot thicker than normal ones, and the foundation wall was sitting on top of it. If we were to go ahead and trench all the way around, what we would end up doing is compromising that structural integrity of the foundation. So instead of trenching and putting in our drain pipe that leads to our sump pumps, we actually had to put in what is called dry up baseboard. Basically what it is, it's very similar to your baseboard on your home. It runs at the very bottom of the wall all the way around, and it's actually basically a U-shaped channel that, as the water is coming down the wall, kind of collects inside of that baseboard channel and then is just diverted over to our sump pump. So I can show you that right now. All right, guys, so like I was saying, on a typical installation, what we do is we jackhammer out about 16 inches away from this foundation wall. We put a drain pipe in there, as well as bed it with stone. That's going to carry all the water around the perimeter over to our basins. Because we couldn't compromise the foundation on this job, what we did is we went ahead and went with this baseboard channel installation. You can see it goes all the way around the perimeter. And the way this works is basically as water comes through this foundation wall, this finish shield vapor barrier is going to help to allow that water to bead down the wall and get behind this baseboard channel, and it's going to fall all the way along that channel and discharge into this trench drain. From there, it's just going to spill out into basically this basin area that's lined with stone, and it's going to get pumped out by our sump pumps. The great thing about this finish shield as well is it also helps to keep the humidity levels down. Like I said, as that water comes through this wall, typically it's just going to evaporate and it's going to create humidity. So this is going to help really keep this basement dry. The other feature we've added here is this trench drain that you can see runs all the way along this section of the wall. The reason being is that the client has some grading issues where the water is just kind of flowing right back towards here. So you can see what we did is we had some stone along this outside. That's going to catch a majority of the water before it ever even comes in. But if in the event the water does still kind of spill through, below this wall, this trench drain is in place. It's just going to take all that water and it's going to basically pitch it right back over to our pumps. So in this corner, we do have our Great Products Level 2 system installed. This system does come with a primary and secondary pump, the iBasement pump controller there at the top, as well as a battery backup and inverter. Looking at the iBasement, this is a really nice feature that we offer in the Level 2. Essentially, it's a brain of the operation. So this controller is basically going to distribute power to each pump once the floats have gone off. It does have a high water float as well that will give out an audio alert if the water levels were to get way beyond the pump's level. It also does a lot of things. It connects to Wi-Fi, which is a really nice feature because it'll send out text and email notifications to the client as well as our company. Some of those notifications are the run time of each pump, so we can see how much these pumps are being utilized. It'll also test the pumps weekly, so once a week it'll turn both pumps on and essentially make sure that everything is working properly. It can notify the client as well as our company in the event of a pump failure, which is really nice. You certainly want to make sure that these pumps are running when you need them. Like I said, with that high water alarm, if that ever goes off, it's also going to let the clients know that, hey, this high water alarm has gone off and you have a lot of water coming in. So once that high water alarm goes off, it will activate both pumps simultaneously as well, basically do an override and kick both of them on. In the event that the pump float has malfunctioned or something like that, it will override and turn it on. So that's a really great feature to have. Certainly provides a lot of peace of mind knowing that, you know, there's a system in place that's going to make sure that these pumps are working properly, and also giving you those alerts in case there's ever an emergency. The battery backup obviously is just a nice feature to have. You know, your basement never floods when it's nice out. It always happens when there's really bad storms. So, you know, thunderstorms can kill the power to the home. So having a battery backup is just going to, you know, obviously provide power during those emergency situations. So there you have it, guys. A look at our great products level 2 system with a baseboard install. This job certainly threw some curveballs at us, but we pride ourselves in feeling that where there's a will, there's a way, and we're going to find a way to provide this client with a healthy basement. If you like our system, guys, and you want more information on it, please feel free to reach out. Our company is Next Gen Environmental. Our number is 607-442-MOLD, M-O-L-D. Feel free to reach out. We'd love to come out and talk to you. And just know that, hey, if you guys are having wet basements, foundation issues, high radon, we're a good company to reach out to. We're going to find a way to get it done for you. All right. Thanks, guys. Thanks for watching.